This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Well, his first promo here for Jim Crockett Promotions, he says, "I'm going to become a member of the Horsemen one day." And I don't think you could probably say anything other than they're lining Luger up for a big push. They're strapping the rocket to him, brother. He's getting that almighty push. And of course, we know Ole Anderson's going to get kicked out of the Horsemen and replaced with Lex Luger. And there's no one better at this point in time, probably, for Luger to learn on the road with than Flair, Dillon, Arn, and Tully.
Right.
What do you think Ole thought of the creative of I'm out and Lex Luger's in?
Well, Ole would probably have the old school philosophy of this all about his body.
Yeah.
The guy can't work or lick, blah, blah, blah. And, Ole was always going to look at a glass half empty anyway, more often than not. Now, if you're asking me who was the better worker, Ole Anderson or Lex Luger, and right at that point in time, well, that's easy. Ole was the better worker. But they saw something in Lex. They wanted to put him with this group that could protect him. If he was willing to listen and use the information and the things he's being taught, then he had a chance to be really, really great. And, Ole just would not have agreed with that. It throws me back to what I've said about Eddie Graham. Ole and Eddie Graham's philosophies, Conrad, were, I would say, very similar. So Ole didn't like Lex getting his promotion and getting his push. For God's sakes, you must have that in life. So I don't know. I think that Eddie and Ole's feelings toward Lex would have been in the same kettle of fish. It would have been similar. He was not ready. He's only getting this push because he's a bodybuilder and he's artificially enhanced and blah, blah, blah. So that's kind of what I think about that deal. I don't think Ole was happy with that deal at all. Look, Ole's a businessman. You're getting taken out of the most dominant heel group in the business, which means it's got to affect your income.
Right.
So I think Ole, based on that assumption, was not happy with it. He didn't seem to be happy with it to me when I was around.
I get it. It's a wrestling podcast, but he's saving us money on our mortgage. Do you really trust this process? The reviews don't lie. 5-star review after 5-star review. We make it fast, we make it easy, and it's no cost or obligation. Give us a shot to earn your business. I'm telling you, you'll be glad you did, especially if you like keeping more of your own money. You don't need perfect credit or money out of your pocket, so what are you waiting for? Hurry to SaveWithConrad.com. Talk about how they run it back. Starrcade, we see Flair pin Luger. He's holding the ropes, and a lot of people think that if you're not going to do the switch at Starrcade, you have effectively cut the knees out from under Lex Luger or any baby face. Is it hard for a baby face to keep coming up short and continue to be pushed as a top guy, in your opinion?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's even harder in today's world, even though everybody knows kind of what's going on. They want to get lost in the match. Fans do today.
Yeah.
We as fans haven't changed that much. You and I we're in this business, but we still enjoy seeing a great match.
Yes.
And a contest that kind of takes us away from reality and lets us immerse ourselves in the entire fabric of pro wrestling. And but you got to, at the end of the day, okay, now who did we help here? What did we forward? You can't go to Geneva and be neutral in Switzerland here. You got to declare something. But absolutely, man, that's the thing about, and we've seen it on TV shows all the time. I'm glad that, Tony Khan's got a little different personality and theory of that philosophy. And that is, it doesn't hurt to have winners and losers. I mean, we saw Miro submit our boy Darby Allin.
Yeah.
And, in the old days, I did an interview just the other day with UFC Fight Pass. And I said, one of the things that the MMA has influenced pro wrestling in one way is that the baby faces now in pro wrestling can lose by submission, and it's not considered the unpardonable sin.
Yes.
Because back in the old days, you got to slip on the banana peel, you got to get somebody hold the ropes, hold the tights, something along those lines to make it work. And anybody should be able to lose to anybody else's finish.
Yeah.
But when you get wrestlers involved in too deeply involved in creative, and they're essentially making the final decision, they're going to take that easy way out because they perceive that'll help preserve their push, help preserve their image, their personas. And I disagree with that wholeheartedly, especially in today's world. Fans want to see conclusions, and they want to see definitive winners. And if you're smart enough booking wise, you've got a plan, you got a roadmap, you know your destination, and along that route, along that journey, sometimes you got to do the honors. And it's not like doing the honors is this, oh my God, you just killed this guy, you beat him. Horse shit. That's stupid. But I will tell you what isn't stupid is you can't go on, I win one, I lose one, I win two, I lose one, whatever. There's got to be some momentum involved in this equation.
Yeah.
And Luger at that time, his momentum was cut out from under him.
Yeah. The stop and start shit doesn't work.
No.
He's not long for the Florida territory. He's going to jump to Jim Crockett Promotions in early '87. He's going to be called the Total Package, and he's almost immediately associated with Ric Flair, but not exactly being part of the Horsemen. And the talk of wrestling forever has been that Vince is the body guy, but yet here's Lex in JCP. And that's, you go back and you look at the great wrestlers there, whether they're Arn Anderson or Tully Blanchard or Ole Anderson, or, who could forget the Rock and Roll Express or the Midnight Express? Those guys are not exactly body guys.
No.
Why don't you think Luger was on Vince's radar here?
I'm not saying he wasn't. He just may have been contractually obligated to JCP, and the fact that they were dangling that Horseman distinction in front of him might have, that's automatic main events. It's automatic more money.
Right.
And, again, I said it before many times. It's when they say it's not about the money, it's all about the money. These guys are independent contractors. They got to maximize their minutes. They gotta get out there and impress. So I don't know, man. I just think that I'm sure Luger was on Vince's radar. Not unlike when Vince saw the Dingo Warrior. You see if somebody sends a tape, or one of the guys in the office says, probably like a Howard Finkel kind of a guy. God bless him. Howard watched everything. If he saw somebody that he thought Vince might be interested in, then he brought it to his attention. I'm assuming that's kind of the way that we were taught that was assuming it was that way with Dingo Warrior.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.